Hello guys, my name's Flaky1997 and we're still working with Mekanism. This is episode 22 now. Just come to show you this is now fully working at full operational, so it's kicking out 731 kilo RF and combined with the reactor itself. See, this is nearly full as well. It's putting into I've just put some DT fuel directly into the, I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, directly into the reactor, so I will show you. But this is, yeah, input in 1.8 RF, and it's just going down because the reactor's going down. But this is keeping up nicely, filling up my main supply. So yeah, doing pretty well. Quite happy with that, and that's just from here, so that is kicking out a fair bit of stuff. And I've made some more pipes, so now I've got all my vents feeding back water. There's still no water shown in these, but there is water in the system. So we go up top, and basically guys, this is it. Yeah, this is the everything, he says. Show you what we can do with the DT fuel. I'm just recharging these up. I've put a I think you saw that anyway. So I've added another port into reactor, and you can pipe DT fuel directly, and it does input into and fill up the centre bit here, and does kick out a fair bit of RF from the reactor. So there is water in the system, it is filling up, steam's already up its maximum. This is now cooling down from its restart. I'll leave them running. Now I say this is it, this is everything. Well, not entirely true. There are some items that there are in Mekanism, and I've not used them. I've not shown you them. Some are not. I've not wanted to use. Some are not needed to be used, and one or two of them I didn't know exist. So we are going to go away from the main base. Since my last episode, I did create a nice little haven over here somewhere. Get rid of that egg. In fact, I'll keep that pressure tube. Boink. In these woods here, as you can see, there's a bit of a top of it there. It is getting dark, so I do need to hurry up soon. Let's get over here quickly before mobs start spawning. Hopefully we can go to sleep, and we'll go through what I've got here. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Let's quickly go to sleep. Right. Got a few resources here. Put that into there. Put those into there for the minute. Might need them actually, but we'll leave them in there. I want that out. Right, let's just take the jetpack off. Where we are now, don't really need much of our other equipment. Put them back into there. Right, okay. It's my nice little shack I've built. Oh, I missed a brick. Yeah, so what we've done is, if I can get that there we go. I don't want it spruce. Ah, it's because it's the wrong one there. There we go. Right around this time. Okay. Yeah, so what I've done is I've made myself a nice little shack. And we're going to have a look at what we've got in here. I'll show you what we've got at the moment. At the moment we've got some pumps going, and they've got maximum speed and energy upgrades. Got a couple of solar panels just powering them, and then I'm going to change that actually, that pipe. I've got a turbine. This is exactly the same turbine, exactly the same as what I've got in my main base. There's no difference. However, we're going to power it differently. And this is one of the things I didn't realise was in the pack. And that's a boiler. We have made one of the parts of the boiler. I didn't know the boiler existed until I actually started googling and finding out a bit more about the turbine, because there isn't that much stuff and not many people have done it. So I thought I'll have a look about the boiler while I was looking at the turbine. And we've got a few bits we need to make. The first thing is the casing. I'm gonna get some more. What's the casing? It's iron. So I'm going to get 4 more iron, which then makes it 16 of them. So if I make the casings, so we get the boiler casing. I was only get one of them. If I get the other bit of iron and make some more. Let's get the rest of my steel. I've got a stack of that. Took some resources from so take that, and I'm going to do, so I need 4, so I need 3 more sets of these to see if I can make 3 of these, and that's the pressure dispersers. I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4. Empty that into there. And the same with these ones, steel casing. Have I got any glass? I don't think I've brought any glass across with me. No, I didn't. This is the heat element. Some structural glass. So that for me to make the superheating element. It can work with just one, and one is sufficient enough. Oops, don't need that. It's the redstone. And we need a valve, which produces 2. I'm going to put them in here for now. We don't need them. Put that back into there. Don't need that. Should have thought about some glass. Right. So here is the boiler. I'm going to make a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It works the same way as the turbine, where you have to use. In fact, I do be better off if I did have my jetpack on me, so I can have a little bit of a fly around with stuff. Right. Okay. Just want to make sure that should be enough. He says. Right. I'll put one of them in there. I'll put a valve there and a valve on that corner there. That should go across to that bit there. And then I can put, oops, that one there, that one there, that one there, and that one there. Right, okay, let's see what we've done. Superheater's got to be at the bottom. You can make 4. I could have made 4, and I can fill all 4 of these spaces up. There's got to be within the frame. Obviously, if you do a bigger frame, obviously you can create more. And then you need the dispersers. They work similar, exactly the same way as what the dispersers are here. And basically, what this does, this separates the two halves of the boiler. So the bottom half is where the water will be fed in, and that will be the water level, and the top half is your steam half. Yep, and anywhere in between here, so anywhere, that's even the casing and part of what's inside the empty space, it will work out what the size of the steam part of the boiler is, and same with here, all the empty spaces and the casing will be for the water part. And that's the boiler, guys. So you've got a superheater and everything else. So all I need to do now is fill all this in without fill this in, I think this bit, and we should get the red particles once done. Yay! As you can see, that is it. Right, okay. So let's start putting some water in it. Let's get some more mechanical pipes. And there, and there. And as you can see, it's quite strange. It actually looks like it's filling up on the edge of the glass, which it will do, and it will go to as far as the top of that level there. There you go. So this centre here will not be filled up with anything. It will be empty, remain empty. We can click on it, gives a similar type of thing, what we do with the reactor, what we've done with the induction matrix and the turbine. It gives you a nice little GUI. So this is terms of the water, so the maximum water we've got here. Our temperature, usually put it at degree C because that's what I work in with the UK. Got other stats, obviously it's the boiler rate and everything else, boiler capacity, things like that, and this is obviously the steam side. And just to give you your 2 bore rates. One of these turbo heaters will give you a maximum bore rate of, I think, of 1,000 millibuckets per second, whether it is it millibuckets per second. So all we need now to do is to heat it up. And to heat it up, you could use a variety of stuff. So we could have used our resistive heater, which we've already seen, which is heating up our off the top of my head, salination plants or thermal evaporation plants. So I could use one of them, but because obviously it uses power, it is not recommended because it's not efficient. The amount of power that you need to power that needs to the boiler won't create enough power to power that to be efficient for the boiler, and it's not an efficient loop. Could use the which I've got plenty of them, is the heat generator, because that also can be used as a heater rather than just a generator. That's good. I've got loads of them if I wanted to, but we've already seen them. One of the things I'm going to use, and we haven't seen it, and it's the most efficient way of doing it. Plus, I've got absolute tons of coal. I'm going to use the fuel wood heater. I'm going to make 3 of these, he says, and this is the recipe for the fuel wood heater. Right, because I've not seen them, I've not made them, so this is what we're going to do. I say I'm going to make 3 of them, and all you need to do, it's getting dark again, is put them by the side of the boiler. Right, let's go to sleep. I don't want any mobs spawning where I am. Think. Yes, so this is my little shack for showing you what we've got left to do. These are the last few bits that we've not seen before. Right, let's go and grab my elite barrel, because I made it into an elite barrel. I brought some logistics things here. So what I'm going to do is stick that on the side there, and then just feed and leave that to feed into the, what is it? It's obviously going to fill up one of them. And as you can see, it is now, that one's drawing temperature from the boiler. Let's just put that into there. There we go. It's now feeding into there. Let's just feed that into that. Wow, it's gone through a lot of fuel just to right. As you can see now, it is starting to produce steam. So the boil rate is 120 millibuckets per tick. Temperature is 100 degrees C now, so it should start now to produce steam. That used a lot there. Was that 10,000 there? I think need to get some more coal. Anyway, what we need to do now is, if we put the mechanical pipe across into there, this should now, he says, up steam, hopefully. That's slowing down. As you can see, it's not that efficient. Hopefully we'll pick up, he says. There you go, that's its probably its stable rate. And what I want to do is exactly the same as what I've done before. Let's get this one down this way. This can then feed back into, if I can get onto it. That's because that's a logistic pipe, not a mechanical one. Say this is not kicking out the best of power. And let's put it up to that energy cube. Well, it's on Mega RF at the minute. Definitely powered up. Didn't take that long to power up, did it? As you can see, guys, it's not the most efficient way of producing a steam boiler. Steam power. Yeah, its maximum it can produce should be in the lots of RFs. In the Mega RF, it's only doing 1.4 kilo RF. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the boiler. Bit short and sweet. There are a few other things that we need to go through. So we've got the boiler and the fuel wood heaters. They are pretty good. I think most of my stuff was wasted and gone into there rather than into here. Don't know what happened with that, but it's surviving quite well. So compared to the reactor, obviously this is not powering it enough, so obviously this needs to be a smaller turbine. For it to be powered sufficiently. Cool. Right. Okay then, guys. I wanted to build it the same way as getting really locked. I wanted to build the same, just to show of how, and that's probably one of the other reasons why I didn't use it. But it would have been good if obviously you didn't need to make a big massive turbine. But it's probably would power something probably half the size, like a little 3x3, not 3x3, possibly a whatever the next size down is, which will be 1, 2, 3, can't be a 4. So it would have been a 5x5, but 5 high, I think. Would have been the next one, which would have been a little bit shorter and everything. But it's providing some power. And it's using enough in there. So, okay, guys. You guys. So, this is me saying farewell for now, and I will see you next episode, where we will go through a few other more items that we've got, and yes, so I will bid you adieu, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.